Hello everyone, my name is Elyza and now I'll tell you about the book I have read. The title is The Years of The Voiceless by Okky Madasari. This book has 272 pages and I think the difficulty is 8. Type of this book is novel. Setting in this book is fiction. Place in Singkat Village, Ranget Market, Montkawi, Yogyakarta, Magelang, and Semarang. Time is in 1950 until 1999. Atmosphere in this book is sad, annoyed, angry, and sympathetic. And I choose this book is about analyzing this book as it talks lots approximately discrimination, oppression, and coercion through effective and armed human beings. Sometimes a few humans do not love it while political discussion are too heavy. And this book is straightforward to examine and apprehend. Each component may be informed properly and receive the identical portion, a novel that appropriately describes the lives of Indonesian human beings from the small human beings to the rulers. This book may be very insightful. We college students can examine this book. Now no longer the difficulty of feminism being booming proper now. Character in this book is Sumarni, Rahayu, Simbok, Tina, Paklik, Sutejo, Wagimun, Sumadi, Marico, Endang, Sulastri, Mr. Amin, Mehong, Arini, Dari, Kartrejo, Mrs. Dima, Tona, Mr. Waji, Old Man Noto, Koh Cahyadi, Amri Hasan, Taufik, Yai Hasbi, Mr. Kirun, and Sutomo. Plot in this book: when Sumarni, who want to have a bra, decide to follow Simbok to work as a worker in the market. Then she become a hard porter and was paid with money. Marni continued to work hard until she was able to buy a bra. She is married to Tejo and has a daughter named Rahayu. The next story is that with the result of Sumarni's hard work, she has been able to open her own business. With her success, unexpectedly several problems come to her, such as insulting people who said she was a sinner, a moneylender, and her doctor who began to hate Sumarni. Rahayu, her beloved daughter, hates her mother even more and makes a difference of opinion between the two and creates a large enough distance. Then Rahayu continued her career in Yogyakarta. Rahayu decided to grow up to be an activist in the mosque environment and meets Amri. Rahayu decided to marry Amri, someone who already have a wife. The story reached a climax when Rahayu becomes a part of Yai Hasbi to defend the villagers who will be affected in Magelang. Rahayu turns into an out of place Amri. At the same time, Sumani also leaves her husband's place. In the midst of the grief of Amri's death, Rahayu appears having an affair with Yai Hasbi. She decides to move to her hometown and Rahayu maintains her commitment to life. Rahayu has gone to war and she is captured through into army and placed in prison. Then, the last in the story is even when Rahayu is released from prison, Rahayu's life changes after the tragedy. She gets an identity card with PKI stamp. Sumani wants Rahayu to marry Mr. Kirun's son, Sutomo. Sutomo cancelled his plan to marry Rahayu because she was actually a PKI. After the incident, Sumarni becomes stressed. 5 years after the incident, Rahayu starts her contemporary life. And my general opinion about this book is told through two perspectives, namely Sumarni and Rahayu. This novel tells the story of two different eras, different times, of course different thoughts. One is Japanese girl who does not understand religion. Her mother once said that if they could eat every day, they should be grateful. But Marni had different thoughts from people in her era. She doesn't want to just be able to eat every day. She wants to have a bra, have money and life, rich and life, so that his children can go to school and not feel poverty like her. She also doesn't stay silent. She works hard every day to make her dreams come true. Meanwhile, Rahayu Marni, only child, is a modern girl who understands how to read and understand religion. She hated what her mother did. Everyone in the village said her mother had tuyul and did pesugihan to get rich. Rahayu had told her mother how to worship properly and asked her to stop working in wrong way. But her mother had her own opinion. They both felt the cruelty of those in power, the oppression and coercion of the weak and destitute is everywhere. And I like the best about this book is the author. Okky is very good at describing events that occurred at the time. As a reader, I'm irritated and sympathetic to the injustice in the page of this novel. What an amazing novel! While reading The Years of the Voiceless is so memorable for the readers. Second, the cover of this book is also interesting. That is a woman wearing a bun and wearing only bra with a half face and flowers blooming on the top of her head. It looks crowded but seems simple that captivates the heart and has light orange color that looks elegant but simple. I've always been intrigued by the covers of the book I read because sometimes picture can captivate customer hearts apart from the synopsis of the story behind the book. And what I like least in this novel is about Themes such as feminism, pluralism, social, and political. Each part can be told well and gets the same portion. As at the beginning of the novel, the problem of feminism is very visible, where at the time working women were only paid with food while men were paid with money. Although the reader must agree that some of the things she did were wrong. She fought for people in need of education and religion, and my favorite quotation is love may be just a small word that has not been discovered, tucked away among all and its comfort. And I read this book in three star. It's a good book, and of course I will recommend this book to my friend. This book really adds to our knowledge and feminism or the new artist dictatorship. From this book we learn a lot about how difficult it is to be a woman who is constantly oppressed on backward. And this book makes women today become aware, then it makes us more grateful in today's more grateful era. A novel that accurately describes the life of Indonesian people, from the small people to powerful. This novel is very realistic with Indian city, and I'll definitely recommend to my family maybe, because families are sometimes still fixated on traditional, which is still wrong. That's for me. Thank you.